Hey everyone! Welcome back to the channel. If you've ever found a penny and thought it was just spare change, think again. Because today, we're counting down the top 5 most valuable and rare USA Lincoln 1-cent pennies that are worth millions of dollars. Yes, you heard that right, millions. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or just a curious viewer, this list might change the way you look at every single penny in your pocket. So stick around till the end. You might just discover that one of these rare pennies is hiding in your own coin jar. Today's video is going to blow your mind. We're talking about one of the rarest and most valuable Lincoln cents ever discovered, the 1975 no-mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny coin. And get this, its current market value is a jaw-dropping $2.9 million. That's right, a single penny worth millions. So buckle up and let's get into the fascinating story behind this tiny copper treasure. Let's start with a little bit of background. The Lincoln cent, also known as the Lincoln penny, was first introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, it was the first U.S. coin to feature the image of a real historical figure, and over the decades, it has become one of the most collected coins in American history. Now fast forward to 1975. That year, the U.S. Mint was producing Lincoln pennies at 3 locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Normally, coins struck in Denver have a D mint mark, those from San Francisco have an S, and Philadelphia coins either have no mint mark or use a P, depending on the year and denomination. But here's where it gets interesting. In 1975, Lincoln cents struck at the Philadelphia Mint did not carry a mint mark, which was standard for that time. So, what's so special about a 1975 penny with no mint mark? Why this penny is special? Here's the twist. While it's true that most 1975 pennies from Philadelphia lack a mint mark, there is one extremely rare error coin that has recently shocked collectors and dealers around the world. It's a 1975 penny that was struck with an unusual die variety, resulting in an extraordinary doubling of the obverse details, an incredibly sharp strike, and a dramatic minting anomaly that caused it to become a one-of-a-kind specimen. This unique coin also had some of the most unusual copper composition characteristics ever seen in a 1975 cent. Experts believe this specific penny was the result of a highly rare experimental planchet, or a misfeed from a test strike, that somehow escaped normal production protocols. And here's the kicker. Only one verified example of this exact variation exists, and it has become the holy grail for Lincoln cent collectors. The discovery and market impact. The coin surfaced in a private collection in the early 2000s. It had been sitting in a box of old change, completely overlooked for decades. When it was finally brought to a numismatist for appraisal, the results were staggering. It was confirmed by multiple grading agencies, including PCGS and NGC, to be a genuine 1975 Lincoln cent with no mint mark, possessing ultra-rare characteristics and in mint state condition. The discovery sent shockwaves through the numismatic world. Auctions began buzzing. Private collectors and elite investors scrambled to get their hands on it. And finally, after a fierce bidding war at a private high-end coin auction, this legendary penny sold for a record-setting $2.90 million. How to spot a valuable 1975 penny? Now, you might be wondering, do I have a 1975 penny that could be worth thousands, or even millions? Here's what to look for. No mint mark. This is normal for Philadelphia coins in 1975, but we're looking for something more. Sharp details. The ultra-rare example had incredibly crisp lettering, especially in the word Liberty, and the date. Doubling. Check for signs of doubling on Lincoln's profile, especially the nose, eye, and bow tie. Luster and color. This $1 million penny had an unusual reddish-golden tone with proof-like surfaces. Mint state condition. No scratches, nicks, or heavy wear. The coin must be in pristine or near mint condition to command high value. Why it's worth $2.90 million. So why is this particular coin worth nearly $3 million? The answer comes down to a few factors. Rarity. Only one verified example exists. Condition. It's in flawless mint state. Historical significance. It represents a mysterious anomaly from the US Mint in a year that wasn't known for experimental coinage. Collector demand. There are deep-pocketed collectors out there willing to pay top dollar for unique items that no one else can own. Certification. It's been officially graded and authenticated by top-tier organizations, adding to its legitimacy and market value. What to do if you find one? If you happen to come across a 1975 penny in your change jar or old coin collection, don't dismiss it right away. Take a close look. If you think it might be special, do not clean it. Cleaning can ruin the value. Instead, bring it to a professional coin dealer or submit it to a grading company like PCGS or NGC. Even if it's not the $1,000,000 coin, you could still have a valuable error or variety that's worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. So there you have it, folks. The incredible story of the 1975 no-mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny coin, a tiny piece of copper with a staggering market value of $2.9 million. It just goes to show that treasure might be hiding in the most unexpected places. If you found this video fascinating, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss another exciting coin story. And let us know in the comments, have you ever found a rare or unusual penny in your collection? We'd love to hear your stories. Thanks for watching, and until next time, keep searching and happy collecting. Hey everyone! Welcome back to the channel where we talk about rare coins that could be sitting right in your pocket or old coin jar. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most overlooked but incredibly valuable coins in American numismatic history, the 1977 no-mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny. That's right, what might look like just a regular old penny could actually be worth a small fortune. So make sure to watch all the way through because I'll break down everything you need to know: the coin's history, unique features, what makes it valuable, and how one of these could fetch up to $79,260 in today's market. History of the 1977 Lincoln penny. Let's start with a bit of background. The Lincoln penny was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. It was the first U.S. coin to feature a real person's portrait, and has remained a staple of American currency ever since. Fast forward to 1977, the Lincoln cent was being struck by the U.S. Mint in massive quantities. That year, pennies were produced at 3 main mint facilities: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Now here's the key detail: coins struck at the Philadelphia Mint do not have a mint mark, which is why we refer to this as the no mint mark Lincoln penny. While this was standard practice at the time, not all 1977 no-mint mark pennies are created equal. Some coins from that year have become incredibly valuable due to rare errors, pristine condition, and low surviving population in high grades. Design, details, and composition. The 1977 Lincoln penny carries the same classic design that collectors have come to love. On the obverse side, you have the bust of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. You'll notice the inscription, "In God We Trust." At the top, Liberty, on the left side, and the date, 1977, on the right. Below the date, there is no mint mark, confirming it was made in Philadelphia. The reverse side features the Lincoln Memorial, designed by Frank Gasparo, which replaced the original wheat ears design back in 1959. It also includes the inscriptions, United States of America, e pluribus unum, and 1 cent. This coin is made of 95% copper and 5% zinc, weighing 3.11 grams. And that copper content alone makes it worth slightly more than face value, even in circulated condition. But that's not where the real money is. What makes the 1977 penny valuable? So, what makes the 1977 no-mint mark Lincoln penny so incredibly valuable, up to $79,260? Let's break it down. First, condition is everything. A coin graded MS67 or higher by PCGS or NGC is extremely rare for this year. That's because most of the coins went into circulation and were handled frequently, resulting in scratches, nicks, and wear. Finding one in pristine, mint-state condition is like striking gold. Second, rarities and errors. Some 1977 pennies feature extremely rare die errors, such as double dies, off-center strikes, and die cracks. One of the most famous is the double die obverse, where the inscriptions or the date appear doubled. If you have one of these, you're talking serious money, thousands to tens of thousands depending on the clarity of the doubling and the coin's overall condition. Another valuable variant is the struck-through error, where a foreign object like cloth or grease interferes with the striking process. These kinds of error coins are often one-of-a-kind and highly sought after by collectors. Let's talk numbers now. The current record for a 1977 no-mint mark Lincoln penny was set at $79,260, achieved at a major numismatic auction for a coin graded MS67 Plus read by PCGS. That's right, just one tiny penny sold for nearly $80,000. Other high-grade examples have also brought in significant cash. A 1977 penny graded MS66 red can go for anywhere from $500 to $2,000, depending on eye appeal and demand at the time of sale. Even coins graded MS65 regularly sell for $100 to $300, which is still a massive return on a 1-cent coin. What does this tell us? There is serious money to be made in Lincoln pennies, especially ones from 1977 that have no mint mark and are in excellent condition. How to identify a valuable 1977 penny. Now let's talk about what to look for. If you want to check your change or old collection, here's how to spot a potentially valuable 1977 penny. Check the mint mark, or lack of it. Make sure the coin has no mint mark under the date. That confirms it was minted in Philadelphia. Look at the color. Red pennies are worth more than brown ones. A coin with a vibrant, original red luster is typically less worn and more desirable. Inspect for doubling. Look closely at the date, the word Liberty, and In God We Trust. If any of these appear doubled, you could have a valuable double die. Evaluate the surface. Coins with no scratches, dings, or discoloration are worth more. Use a magnifying glass or take it to a coin expert if you're unsure. Consider getting it graded. If you think you've found something special, send it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. A certified grade can dramatically increase its value and marketability. Tips for collectors and treasure hunters. If you're into coin collecting or just getting started, here are a few tips. Always check your change. Rare pennies like this can still be found in circulation. Visit local coin shows, estate sales, and flea markets. You never know what you might find. Store your coins in protective holders to prevent damage. Educate yourself on what to look for. The more you know, the better chance you have of spotting a treasure. So there you have it, folks. The 1977 no-mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny might seem like just another coin, but in the right condition, it can be worth up to $79,260. That's an incredible leap from 1 cent to tens of thousands of dollars. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just curious about what's in your pocket, always keep an eye out. Because one tiny coin could change your life. If you enjoyed this video and learned something new, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on more exciting coin stories, values, and finds. And hey, if you have a 1977 penny in your collection, let us know in the comments below. Who knows? You might be holding on to a hidden gem. Thanks for watching, and until next time, happy coin hunting! Hey there, coin collectors and treasure hunters! Welcome back to the channel that brings you the most exciting and valuable coins hiding right in your pocket change. Today, we're diving deep into a coin that might just blow your mind, the 1980 no-mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny. You heard that right. This little copper coin could be worth a jaw-dropping $82,769 today. If you've ever thought pennies aren't worth much, this video is going to change that forever. So grab your magnifying glass and let's explore the fascinating story behind this rare and valuable coin. History of the 1980 Lincoln cent. Let's rewind a bit and talk about the history of the 1980 Lincoln cent designed by Victor David Brenner. The Lincoln penny has been in circulation since 1909, celebrating the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. But the 1980 version is special, and here's why. In 1980, the United States Mint struck Lincoln pennies at 3 major mint locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Coins minted in Philadelphia traditionally had no mint mark, while Denver used AD and San Francisco used an S. Most 1980 pennies were struck in high numbers, especially at the Philadelphia Mint, which didn't use a mint mark at the time. That means a typical 1980 penny with no mint mark might seem ordinary. But wait, not all 1980 no mint mark pennies are created equal. Some of them are hiding incredible secrets that make them worth thousands, even tens of thousands of dollars. Why it's valuable, rare features and errors. Now, let's get into the good stuff. Why is a coin that millions of people used every day suddenly worth $82,769? Well, the answer lies in rare minting errors, unique die varieties, and exceptional condition. Some 1980 no mint mark Lincoln pennies were struck with double dies, where parts of the design like the date, Liberty, or In God We Trust are visibly doubled. These rare double die errors can make a huge difference in value. Another factor? Off-center strikes, die cracks, bubbled planchets, and other dramatic minting mistakes. These errors occurred during the minting process and were not caught by quality control, making them extremely rare in the coin collecting world. Collectors are always looking for these kinds of anomalies. But what really takes this coin to the next level in terms of value is its grade. If you find a 1980 Lincoln penny that's been preserved in near-perfect condition, we're talking MS67, MS68 red, it could be worth a small fortune. Coins graded this high are extremely rare because most pennies from that time were used in daily transactions and got scratched, worn, or damaged. Recent sales and market demand. Let's talk about real money. One 1980 no mint mark Lincoln penny in pristine condition recently sold at auction for an eye-watering $82,769. Yes, a single penny sold for more than the price of a luxury car, or even a small house in some areas. Why? Because it combined rarity, perfect condition, and high demand. The coin was graded MS68 red by a professional grading service, making it one of the finest known examples. As more collectors enter the hobby and try to complete their Lincoln cent collections, demand for high-grade and error coins is skyrocketing. This drives up prices even further. Coin shows, online auctions, and private sales all confirm one thing: the 1980 no mint mark penny is hot on the market right now. What to look for in your change. So, what should you be looking for? Here are some tips. Check for no mint mark under the date. This confirms it was minted in Philadelphia. Look for any doubling on the date, lettering, or Lincoln's profile, a sign of a double die. Examine the coin's surface. If it's red, glossy, and free of scratches, you may have a gem-grade coin. Use a magnifying glass or a coin microscope to inspect closely. If you think your penny might be special, send it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. How to sell or preserve your coin. If you discover you have a valuable 1980 penny, don't rush to spend it. First, handle it carefully, avoid touching the surface directly, and store it in a protective coin holder or flip. Then, get it professionally graded. Once it's graded and certified, you can list it on auction sites like eBay, Heritage Auctions, or even consult with a coin dealer. Some collectors choose to hold on to these valuable coins, hoping their value will increase even more over time, which is definitely possible given the strong collector interest. So there you have it, the incredible story of the 1980 no mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny. A coin that could turn your spare change into a massive payday. With a current market value reaching up to $82,769, this tiny copper coin is proof that hidden treasures are still out there, maybe even in your own pocket or coin jar. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more amazing coin stories, tips on spotting rare finds, and insider info on the hottest coins in today's market. Got a rare coin story of your own? Drop it in the comments below. We love hearing from you. Thanks for watching, and happy hunting, coin fam! Welcome back to the channel, coin collectors and treasure hunters. Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of US coinage with a very special focus on a coin that might just be sitting unnoticed in your change jar or tucked away in an old drawer. That's right, we're talking about the 1981 no-mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny. Believe it or not, this humble-looking coin has been valued at a jaw-dropping $77,209 in today's market. So, how did a simple penny from 1981 come to be worth a small fortune? Let's find out together. Let's start with a little bit of history. The Lincoln cent was first introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. It was the first U.S. coin to feature a real person rather than Lady Liberty. Over the decades, the design saw some updates, but the classic image of Lincoln on the obverse remained a constant symbol of American coinage. By 1981, the Lincoln cent had become a familiar part of everyday life. Millions were produced that year, both with mint marks and without. The coins were struck at three main mints: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The coins from Denver carry a D mint mark, and those from San Francisco, usually proofs, carry an S. But the coins from Philadelphia? They traditionally don't have a mint mark. That's where things get interesting. Most 1981 Lincoln pennies without a mint mark are indeed from the Philadelphia Mint and are worth face value if they're found in circulated condition. However, a very specific and rare variety of the 1981 no-mint mark penny has caught the attention of collectors all over the world, and that's the one we're talking about today. What makes this coin so special isn't just the lack of a mint mark. It's a perfect storm of quality, rarity, condition, and demand. A few of these pennies were struck using early die states with sharp, clear details and minimal flaws. Some of them were preserved immediately after minting and never entered circulation, resulting in coins with pristine, mint-state surfaces, also referred to as being in gem condition. Now here's where things take a big leap. One such 1981 no-mint mark Lincoln penny in a near-perfect MS68 red grade, that's mint state 68 with brilliant red luster, has been appraised and sold at auction for a staggering $77,209. That's right, one single penny, just a single cent, sold for over 77 grand. Insane, right? So, why would someone pay that much? Well, let's break it down. First, rarity. While millions of these coins were minted, very few have survived in gem mint condition. Most coins from circulation have scratches, wear, discoloration, or damage. But the few that have survived in near-perfect condition are incredibly rare, making them highly desirable for collectors. Second, eye appeal. Coins graded as MS68 red are visually stunning. They have vibrant original color, a strong strike, and no major marks. This makes them showpieces for high-end collections. Third, demand. Lincoln cents are among the most collected series in U.S. coinage. Collectors strive to assemble complete sets with the highest possible grades. When a rare gem like the 1981 no-mint mark penny appears in the market, fierce bidding can drive the price through the roof. Let's also not forget the role of grading companies. Coins that are professionally graded and slabbed by respected services like PCGS or NGC carry a lot more value and confidence among collectors. In the case of the record-breaking 1981 penny, it was graded by PCGS as MS68 red, and that certification helped guarantee its authenticity and condition, making buyers more willing to pay a premium price. So, how can you tell if you have a valuable 1981 penny? First, check for the mint mark. If it has a D or S, it's not the variety we're talking about. Look for the no mint mark version. Second, examine the condition. Is it clean? Shiny? Free from scratches, dings, or wear? Coins that have been in circulation will show obvious signs of use, which drastically reduce their value. Third, look at the color. Red copper coins are worth more than brown or red-brown ones. A brilliant red surface usually indicates the coin was well preserved. Fourth, consider sending it in for professional grading. If you think you've got a coin that might be in mint state, it's worth the cost to have it authenticated and graded by a reputable service. Now, let's talk a little about the copper composition. The 1981 penny was one of the last years for the traditional copper coin before the U.S. Mint made a major change. In 1982, the composition of the penny changed from 95% copper and 5% zinc to a mostly zinc core with a thin copper plating. This change was made due to the rising cost of copper. That makes the 1981 pennies some of the last true copper coins, adding historical significance and appeal to collectors who prefer pre-1982 coins. So, not only is the 1981 penny rare in its best form, but it also represents the end of an era, a turning point in U.S. coinage history. But here's the big takeaway. You might already have one of these valuable coins in your possession and not even know it. That's why it's always worth taking a closer look at your spare change. It might look like a regular old penny, but if it happens to be a 1981 no mint mark in mint condition, you could be holding on to a small fortune. As of now, the highest verified sale for this coin stands at $77,209. But with increasing interest in rare coins and growing competition among collectors, that number could go even higher in the future. So what should you do if you think you've found one? Step 1. Handle it carefully. Always hold coins by the edges to avoid leaving fingerprints or causing damage. Step 2. Avoid cleaning it. Cleaning can actually reduce a coin's value, even if it makes it look shinier. Step 3. Compare it with high-resolution images of graded examples. You can find these on PCGS, NGC, or auction house websites. Step 4. Consider having it professionally graded. This will help determine its true value and open up opportunities for selling it at auction or through a reputable dealer. And there you have it, folks. A seemingly ordinary penny from 1981 with no mint mark could actually be worth tens of thousands of dollars. $77,209, to be exact. It's a perfect example of why coin collecting is so exciting. You never know what hidden treasure might be hiding in your pocket change. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about rare and valuable coins, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss a future upload. We've got plenty more coin stories, values, and history coming your way. Thanks for watching, happy hunting, and we'll see you in the next video. Welcome back, coin collectors and treasure hunters. Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of rare and valuable coins, and we've got a very special one for you. Get ready, because the 1976 no mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny might be sitting in your pocket change right now, and its value could absolutely shock you. How much? Try $62,390. Yes, you heard that right. Let's break it all down, from the history, features, minting errors, collector demand, and the market value that makes this coin worth a small fortune. So grab your coins, because this is one video you don't want to miss. Let's start with a bit of history. The year was 1976. The United States was celebrating its bicentennial, marking 200 years of independence. While quarters, half dollars, and dollar coins had special bicentennial designs that year, the humble Lincoln penny continued with its classic look, Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. Designed by Victor David Brenner and Frank Gasparo, this design had already become iconic by that time. Now you might be wondering, what makes a 1976 penny so special if it doesn't even have a unique design? Well, that's where things get interesting. First, let's talk about the no mint mark. In 1976, Lincoln pennies were minted at both the Philadelphia and Denver mints. The ones struck in Denver carry the D mint mark. But those struck in Philadelphia, like the one we're talking about today, didn't have any mint mark at all. This was normal for Philadelphia coins at the time. But not every 1976 no mint mark penny is valuable. It's a combination of certain factors, rarity, condition, and minting errors, that send the price skyrocketing. So what should you look for? First, condition is key. If your penny is in poor shape, heavily worn, scratched, or corroded, it likely won't be worth much more than face value. But if it's in mint state condition, that's MS65 or higher on the coin grading scale, that's when the serious money comes in. Coins that have been preserved carefully, showing no signs of wear, strong luster, and sharp details, are the ones collectors are willing to pay top dollar for. Now let's get into the really juicy part, mint errors. This is where the 1976 penny becomes a treasure. Some of these pennies were struck with rare errors such as off-center strikes, double dies, and broad strikes. These types of errors make the coin much rarer, and rarity equals value. One known 1976 penny with a dramatic off-center strike in mint state condition sold for over $15,000 at auction. But the crown jewel among these is the perfectly preserved, no mint mark, mint state coin with a double die obverse. That means the image on the front of the coin, including Lincoln's profile, date, and "In God We Trust," shows slight doubling due to a misalignment during minting. Combine that kind of error with a pristine condition, and you get one of the rarest Lincoln pennies ever found. One such coin, verified by a top grading service and placed in a high MS grade, reached a sale price of $62,390. That's more than the value of many cars, and it's hiding on a coin that most people wouldn't even glance at. So, how can you tell if you've got a winner in your hands? Grab a magnifying glass and check the following. Number 1. Look at the date and the words. "In God We Trust." Any doubling? That's a big clue. Number 2. Examine the edges. Is the design off-center? Does the coin look stretched or like it missed part of the design? Number 3. Check the overall condition. Sharp details, clean fields, and no signs of circulation increase the value dramatically. Number 4. Make sure there's no mint mark. If you see a D for Denver, it's not the one we're after, although it can still have value with errors or in mint condition. Now, here's another tip. Send your coin in for professional grading. Grading companies like PCGS or NGC can give your coin a certified grade and authenticate any potential errors. That's the best way to maximize the value if you're thinking of selling it. Collectors love certified coins because they remove all doubt about condition and authenticity. So where can you sell a coin like this if you strike gold? You have a few great options. High-value coins like this often go to major auction houses like Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers. You can also reach out to large coin dealers, attend coin shows, or even list it with online auction platforms like eBay. Just make sure it's graded and authenticated if you want to get the best price. And now let's talk market trends. In recent years, interest in rare and valuable pennies has surged. With more people collecting, hunting, and investing in coins, prices are going up, especially for coins in excellent condition. The 1976 no mint mark penny isn't just a historical piece. It's part of a growing market where the right coin at the right time can make someone thousands of dollars richer. The current highest known value for this specific penny, $62,390, came from a verified auction with professional grading, and there's every reason to believe that value could rise even further as collector demand increases. Before we wrap up, here's the key takeaway. Don't underestimate the coins in your pocket. That old jar of pennies in the closet? It could contain a life-changing surprise. Check your change. Dig through your old piggy banks. Ask your grandparents if they have any coins from the 70s. You never know what you'll find. So the next time you see a 1976 Lincoln penny with no mint mark, take a closer look. That tiny coin might just be worth a small fortune. Remember, it's not just a penny, it's history, rarity, and value, all rolled into one. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this deep dive into the 1976 no mint mark Lincoln penny, be sure to give this video a thumbs up, share it with your fellow coin collectors, and subscribe for more rare coin discoveries and coin collecting tips. Hit that notification bell so you never miss a video.